everyone, welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be doing the play ratings for the game between the Punjab Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad. SRH winning by 9 wickets. It was a really good performance by them. Punjab, trying to adapt to this pitch. It was still, again, it was a difficult pitch to bat on, especially the last 10 overs became really slow and you could get the odd boundary, but it was very difficult. I think the start was important and that was the difference in between the two games and between the two teams. Sunrisers didn't lose that many wickets, whereas, Punjab lost too many wickets in the power play itself. And from there, they always look to struggle. But in the end, it was a 9-wicket win. It wasn't as easy the chase as it looked, but Bairstow and Williamson did the job. Let's start off with the play ratings. We'll go Punjab Kings first and then move on to SRH. For Punjab, KL Rahul, I think today just didn't get going with the bat. He didn't adjust to the pitch, played a bit too early and got caught on at mid-wicket. And I think his captaincy was decent, could have tried a few things, but didn't have as many runs to play with. I felt that selection can be better. I don't know why Bishnoi is not playing. Maybe he's injured, but definitely try to give him a shot. But I think the way they got Fabian Allen into the team along with Murugan Ashwin, that was a good choice. And Deepak Hooda bowled as well. So I think it's good that he understood the pitch later on, especially when they were fielding. But I think with the bat, he struggled. And when he doesn't perform, it does give Punjab a problem. And they're not able to put out a competitive score. So for Rahul, I'm going to give him 3 out of 10 for his performance. Agarwal, I felt, he got a chance. He was lucky. He got dropped. He didn't utilize it fully, but I still felt, he gave them some sort of start, 22 of 25. Yes, the run rate was slow, but on this pitch, it's okay. Runs do count, even if you get it at a run-up ball kind of pace. And he kept his wicket till a few overs, but then he lost it again. He already gave one chance, and then again Rashid Khan, the catcher, this time he caught it, and it was a slower delivery, played a bit too early. Similar dismissal to Rahul. So I'm going to give Agarwal 6 out of 10. Chris Gill, I think he just couldn't get to the pace of this wicket. A really good ball from Rashid Khan got him LBW. It's difficult to play Rashid. A lot of people struggle. Gill in particular actually has a really good record against Rashid. He has a strike rate of around 160. But today he just couldn't get going. It wasn't his type of pitch. And, he likes to get away with the boundaries. He does take his time, but he likes to get away with the boundaries. But maybe I think they should play Gill maybe at opening the batting, make use of the new ball. But these pitches are a bit tough for him, but he will adapt. He is the universe boss. So I'm going to give him 4 out of 10 for this game. Nicholas Pooran, again, another duck, very unlucky. This time we got run out. I think a poor call between him and Gill, 2 West Indians. They should have better communication. They played with each other so many times. And I have to give him 2 out of 10, even though it wasn't completely his fault, but something happening with Pooran. He's not getting the runs. He's either getting run out. He's even when he's batting, he's hitting it right up in the air. He's not connecting properly. And it's very harsh today, but I have to give him 2 out of 10. I think he could have called better as well with Gill, communicated better. He probably called for that single. Gill doesn't really go for the quick single. So I think Pooran should have done better there. So I'm going to give him 2 out of 10. They really need him to step up. Deepak Hooda, I think he bowled well today. He kept it tight with the bat. Played some good shots. He hit Rashid Khan for a reverse sweep. That was a really good sign, but then he couldn't bat on. I think I'm going to give him 5 on 10. It was average performance. Enriquez, again, 5 on 10 for him on this pitch. He's playing his first game of the season. It will take some time. He bowled decently his 1 over, but apart from that, he'll have to get used to conditions. 5 on 10 for him. Shah Rukh Khan, I think he batted again really well. Hit a couple of sixes. It's his home ground. He understands the pitch. Unfortunately, he didn't get enough support, and even him, he would have probably ideally without anything, he would have liked to bat till the end, but he just couldn't, and I'm sure the pressure got to him as well with wickets falling on the other end. So I'm going to give him 7 on 10. I felt that again he showed sparks, and hopefully he can get some support and continue and score the big runs. Fabian Allen, again his first game of the season, playing against his former team Sunrisers. With the bat, unfortunately, couldn't really provide. With the ball, I thought he was decent, picked up a wicket. First over, he was expensive, so you'll have to work on that. On these pitches, you have to be as tight as possible, as accurate as possible. He was a bit too short and a bit too wide in his first over, so he'll want to work on that. And he did improve in his second over, so yeah, he is probably learning already. I'll give him 5 on 10. Murugan Ashwin, I think he bowled decently, but no wickets. He needed to pick up wickets on this kind of pitch, and that was the only way Sunrisers would be under pressure. Unfortunately, he was up against two excellent batsmen, and Bairstow and Williamson were very experienced. Initially, it was Warner as well playing him with the spin. Yeah, so I'm gonna give him 6 on 10. I think he was economical. He bowled some good deliveries, but unfortunately, no wickets. Mohammad Shami, I think again, he was poor considering the conditions. I felt he should have bowled the cutters a bit more. The slower delivery should have varied the pace. And he's in the team to pick up wickets with the new ball, and then at the death, of course, use his experience. But yeah, today, nothing with the new ball. I think Warner and Bairstow both played him comfortably. And yeah, I think they'll need Shami to step up a bit more. Today, he wasn't as bad as the last game, but considering the conditions, you expected him to pick up a couple of wickets. So 4 on 10 for Shami. Arshdeep, it wasn't his day. I felt this was the perfect pitch for him. He bowls just quicker than a spinner and just slower than a fast bowler. He has that kind of pace on this pitch. It's very difficult to maneuver when he bowls accurate line length, but I think he missed his length quite a few times, and he became a bit predictable. Bairstow hit him for a 6 as well. So he'll learn. He's a youngster. He will learn. He's had a good season so far. He had a good last season as well. And today wasn't his greatest day. I'm going to give him 4 out of 10. So that wraps up Punjab's ratings. Let's move on to Sunrisers Hyderabad, starting off with their captain, Davey Warner. I think David Warner, first of all, he captained really well. Selection was excellent. They got in Williamson, but also to give Abhishek Sharma the first over, he almost got a wicket. And then he picked up a couple of wickets. He continued back him. They brought in Kedar Jadhav, even though he didn't bat, but he got some experience in. And their big call to leave out Manish Pandey, but it worked out in their favor in this game. And that run out to Nicholas Pooran, I think that's a huge wicket. Nicholas Pooran can easily get you 20-30 quick runs no matter what the pitch is. So a huge run out there. And with the bat, he gave them the ideal start, 37 of 37. 100 strike rate on this pitch, it's good enough. Unfortunately, he got out. It looked a bit tired, but the way him and Bairstow ran the singles and doubles, I think that deflated Punjab, because even though they weren't getting the boundaries, the doubles kept the run rate ticking, and it was just 6 and over required. So credit to him there. Of course, he would like to finish off these kind of games and not put pressure on the middle order, but I'm going to give him 8 on 10. I think it was a really good performance. Captain, batsman, and fielder, David Warner. And then moving on to Johnny Bairstow, he's in sensational form, and it doesn't matter what pitch he will play. He adjusts accordingly, and he's in form. It doesn't matter. He'll get you the runs. He got it in a different manner this time compared to the last game. Last game was 40 of 15 balls. Here it was what was it, 63 or 56 balls, strike rate of 112, but he finished off the game. Credit to him. I think he batted exceptionally. His keeping was good. He got a stumping, but I'm gonna take off a 0.5 maybe because of that the 4 runs he let go in the last over. As a keeper, you have to be, I know it's hot conditions and everything, but those can affect these kind of in these low scoring games. But apart from that, it's sensational. Johnny Bairstow was absolutely brilliant. He's in a sensational form, cracker of a batsman he is, and 3 4s, 3 6s. He picked the boundaries with ease. He didn't lose his cool. I think with Williamson, he ran really well. With Warner, he ran really well. He has the stamina, he has the physique fitness, and he's shown it today. These were hot conditions, but he batted till the end, and credit to him. This will give him and Sunrisers a lot of confidence. He's shown that he has another gear to him. It's not just the slam bang stuff. He can play according to the pitch, rotate the strike, and he showed that exactly today. So I'm going to give him 9.5 out of 10. It was wonderful from Johnny Bairstow. Williamson, I think he's shown why they missed him. Very calm influence, rotated the strike, didn't panic. Easily, if Warner got out and they lost another wicket, Sunrisers would have panicked, but he made sure there was no further damage. He played, and he didn't let Bairstow get frustrated either. He kept rotating the strike, gave him the strike whenever needed. And yeah, I think it's good to see him back in the team, especially from a Sunrisers point of view. And if he can finish off games like this, it'll do them a world of good. And especially in these kind of matches, when you just need a calm head, the required rate is not too much. I think Williamson can do the job for sure. So I'm going to give him 7 on 10. I think for his first game is an amazing performance, and of course his strike rate wasn't that much, but he played according to the situation. So 7 on 10 for Williamson. Virat Singh, unfortunately not available, didn't get to bat. Kedar Jadhav not available, didn't get to bat. But and then Vijay Shankar, he didn't get to bat either. He only bowled 1 over, almost got a wicket in that over. Siddharth Cole missed that catch of Deepak Huda. I'll just give him 6 on 10. I don't really feel it's fair to rate him, but he just bowled the 1 over. But I think that 1 over was crucial because in the context of the game, Bhuvi got picked up a thigh injury and you needed to make up that over, and Shankar did that without any damage. It could have been the momentum swinger if he gave like 12, 15, 16 runs in that over, but he didn't. He gave only 6 runs. So credit to him. So for matching his economy rate, I'll give him 6 on 10. Abhishek Sharma, I think, was fantastic today. Bowled really well. He's playing that second spinner role, second fiddle to Rashid Khan really well on this pitch. There's a lot of questions. Do Sunrise have an Indian spinner who can, hold things tight? And today he showed that he can bowl in the power play as well with the new ball, with the older ball as well. He a nice flight, picked up a couple of big wickets, and credit to him. I think he was superb today, and this will give him a lot of confidence. I'm going to give him 8 on 10. Abhishek Sharma, I think, was wonderful. Rashid Khan, super 4.5 economy rate, best economy rate again in the match. He's just outstanding. It's very difficult to play him, and game in and out, he's so consistent. His economy is always under 6. He's so accurate, and you know where he's going to bowl, but it's still difficult to pick him. They were saying that he bowls in a you have to kind of premeditate against him because you know where he's going to bowl, but even that is so difficult. He bowls at a quick pace, then his variations are so key that it just confuses the batsman. So yeah, Rashid Khan, I'm going to give him 9 on 10. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, I think, was much better today. A good performance. He was expensive in the first few games for Sunrisers. That made the difference. He was much better. He didn't bowl in the death today. I wanted to see him bowl in the death, but unfortunately picked up a thigh injury. Hopefully that's not too serious. Maybe rest him a couple of games, but I think today he was much better. Picked up a wicket as well, and that too of KL Rahul. So credit to Bhuvaneshwar. I'll give him 7 on 10. Siddharth Kaur, I think he was decent. Played his first game of the season. Picked up a wicket as well in his last over. Gave a few boundaries, but I think he mixed the pace really well. These kind of conditions do suit him. I still feel Natarajan can play in place of him, but I think Siddharth Kaur didn't do anything wrong today. I'll give him 7 on 10. It was a good bowling performance. He played the supporters role really well and made sure they didn't leak too many runs. Khalil was outstanding. The last player I'm going to rate is Khalil Ahmed. Excellent performance. His figures were 4 overs, 21 runs, 3 wickets, picked up wickets regularly. He's been really good since he's come back. He didn't play the first couple of games, but the last 2 games, this game and the one against Mumbai, I felt he bowled particularly well. He's bowling. He came in place of Natarajan, who had a wonderful season last year. And to see him improve like that, he's played for India, so he has the experience, but to show that he still got it, I think that's very important. It'll give him confidence. Now the limelight is not too much on him, so he can do his work, and he was very disciplined. Normally you see Khalil bowl a couple of loose balls. He bowls extras, no balls, wides, but today he was very accurate, even in the last game. And he has a habit of picking up wickets. So if he can hold things in terms of economy rate, and then he'll always get you wickets, and his spell can be match turning. And today it showed he was the best bowler on the pitch. And I mean, apart from Rashid Khan, but in terms of wickets, he had the best figures, and it was a wonderful spell. It'll give Sunrise a lot of confidence. It'll give Bhuvi also a lot of confidence. And it's really good to see Khalil playing like this. So I'm going to give him 9.5 out of 10. That wraps up the player ratings for this game. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do comment, like, and share. Let us know what do you think. What ratings would you give to these players, and who was your man of the match? Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, take care.